Certainly going to be a lot better than sticking around the bar all night watching you eat sandwich after sandwich after sandwich.
Did you know that Americans eat more than 300 million sandwiches every day? So to help you do it right, here are the 10 best sandwiches in America. Pork belly bao, Momofuku.
Who wants a pulled pork? Of course you do, come on!
Leave it to celebrity chef David Chang to come up with one of the absolute best sandwiches in America. His ingenious pork belly bao, which you can sample at Momofuku Noodle Bar in New York, is mouth-watering and addictive. Seriously, you'll have no problem downing a whole plate of these bite-sized baos. Chang's innovative sandwich doesn't have bread. Instead, juicy pork belly and veggies are stuffed into a springy bao bun. These buns are the best of the best. Momofuku has a reputation to uphold, after all. The bao bun is steamed to perfection, and the result is a bao that's softer than a pillow at a 5-star hotel.
That's so soft.
The true star of the pork belly bao is, you guessed it, the pork. Just like at Wendy's, the meat is fresh and never frozen. That way, the chefs at Momofuku can perfectly control the temperature of the pork belly. If it gets too hot or too cold, the flavor is ruined. The pork belly is extremely delicious, but let's not forget about the veggies. The cured cucumbers add the perfect amount of crunch to the sandwich. The only other topping you'll find on this sandwich is a sprinkle of scallions. If you enjoy cooking Asian food, you know that scallions are an essential ingredient. And what sandwich would be complete without sauce? There's no mustard or mayo on this sandwich. Instead, Momofuku adds a generous amount of savory hoisin sauce. You may think such a fancy sandwich would contain a high-end fancy hoisin sauce too, but nope, Momofuku uses plain old Lee Kum Kee brand hoisin sauce, the same stuff you can buy at Walmart. House-made mozzarella, Pane Bianco.
I'll make fresh mozzarella!
If you need to escape the sweltering Arizona heat, just head to Pane Bianco in Phoenix. Their tasty house-made mozzarella sandwich tastes as great as the air conditioning feels. This is no ordinary cheese sandwich. You won't find Wonder Bread and Kraft cheese at Pane Bianco. The house-made mozzarella, which is the brainchild of James Beard-winning chef Chris Bianco, consists of fresh mozzarella, locally sourced tomatoes, and a pinch of fresh basil. It's all packed into a perfectly toasted wood-fired focaccia bun. The result is an artisanal masterpiece that is irresistible to foodies all across America.
Oh, I can't resist that look.
Seriously, folks from all over the U.S. make a road trip to Phoenix just to try the house-made mozzarella sandwich. All the ingredients work together to create what is arguably the best sandwich in the Copper State. It's almost as impressive as the Grand Canyon. One visitor from LA raved about the fresh ingredients, while a visitor from New York said the only place to find a better mozzarella sandwich is in Florence, Italy. Pane Bianco has been serving up the house-made mozzarella since 2005, and today it's easily the restaurant's most popular sandwich and quite possibly the best sandwich in all of America. Fried chicken sandwich, Federal Donuts.
I would like a chicken sandwich, please.
Forget Chick-fil-A and Popeyes. The best fried chicken sandwich in America can actually be found at a little donut shop in Philly. Federal Donuts fried chicken sandwich is an institution in the city of brotherly love, and folks line up around the block for this tasty Sammy. So why is this fried chicken sandwich so tasty? Maybe it's the fact that chicken is deep fried not once, but twice. This makes it extra crispy. Maybe it's that delectable buttermilk ranch seasoning, or maybe it's the classic Martin's potato bun. Perhaps it's the crinkle-cut pickles or the gooey American cheese. One thing's for sure, this chicken sandwich brings the heat. The sauce, as Jim Carrey says in The Mask, is
Smokin'!
Fed nuts, that's what the locals call it, knew they had a hit on their hands when they first introduced the double-fried chicken sandwich. It was supposed to be a limited-time item, but it was so popular that it became a regular menu item back in 2015. Philly might be known for delicious cheesesteaks, but it's the Federal Donuts fried chicken sandwich that's the true champion of the city. Just one bite and you'll be running up the steps of the Philadelphia Museum of Art just like Rocky. It's that good. The Red Eye, PBJLA.
It's peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time.
If you're looking for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich as good as the one your mom used to make, then take a trip down to the City of Angels. At PBJLA in Los Angeles, you'll find tasty and innovative peanut and jelly sandwiches fit for Hollywood's elite. One of the most popular sandwiches at PBJLA is the oh-so-delectable Red Eye. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches don't get more unique than this. For this masterpiece, the sandwich artists at PBJLA spread espresso-infused peanut butter and dark chocolate raspberry jam between two good old-fashioned pieces of classic white bread. The result is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with a whole lot of pep.
Here's your damn peanut butter and jelly sandwich!
Not only will you feel energized, but the Red Eye is completely vegan, which is great news if you're looking to cut back on your carbon footprint. Hey, what else would you expect from LA? You don't have to worry about all that peanut butter sticking to the top of your mouth either, because PBJLA also serves up gourmet organic milk, which is also vegan. You can sip on lavender almond milk or cacao almond milk. It may not be as nostalgic as the chocolate milk your mom used to give you in a sippy cup, but it's a whole lot healthier. Katsu Sando, Stonemill Matcha.
Relax. Sit down. Have some of my Sando.
You don't have to travel all the way to Osaka to get a delicious Katsu Sando. It turns out you can get a really tasty one right in the good old US of A. Stonemill Matcha in San Francisco serves up the best Katsu Sando in the States, and it might just be the best overall sandwich too. A Katsu Sando is a juicy, deep-fried pork cutlet served between ultra-soft Japanese milk bread. The iconic Japanese sandwich also contains cabbage and a generous helping of sweet and savory tonkatsu sauce. Stonemill Matcha executive chef Keisuke Akabori takes great pride when preparing a katsu sando. The pork loin is marinated in soy sauce before being breaded with fresh panko. The tonkatsu sauce is homemade and the cabbage is locally sourced from nearby California farms.
Uses all fresh, locally grown ingredients.
Stonemill Matcha also serves up 8 different handcrafted matcha drinks, which all pair quite nicely with a katsu sando. One reviewer on Yelp raved about the matcha latte. She wanted another one right after finishing it. If you're in the Golden Gate City, there's no need to visit Starbucks. And hey, you definitely won't find a katsu sando at any Starbucks. Croque Madame, Bouchon Bakery.
It's lunchtime. Do you want a croque madame?
The Croque Madame might just be the most decadent sandwich in the world. It's so classy that even the Queen of England holds it in high regard. On the surface, it might just look like a grilled ham and cheese with an egg on top, but the truth is, it's so much more. The Croque Madame is a culinary masterpiece, and that bechamel sauce is absolutely divine. You might think the only way to get your hands on a Croque Madame would be to fly all the way to Paris, but that's simply not the case. You can find a world-class Croque Madame at the Bouchon Bakery in Yountville, California. It turns out that even health-conscious Californians enjoy a Croque Madame once in a while. The Croque Madame at Bouchon Bakery is the brainchild of award-winning chef Thomas Keller. Keller wanted to make the Croque Madame even fancier, and somehow he managed the illustrious feat.
I made it.
Keller's Croque Madame is made with freshly baked brioche and contains thinly sliced madron jambon de Paris, gooey Swiss cheese, and a Mornay sauce that is out of this world. Even better is the fact that it's served with a hefty helping of French fries. Your diet will definitely be ruined if you eat a Croque Madame at Bouchon Bakery. Hey, everyone deserves an epic cheat day once in a while. Lobster roll, the Clam Shack.
I said lobster roll, and to your point, we have not discussed a salad.
If you're looking for the best lobster roll in America, you definitely won't find it at McDonald's. Nothing against the McLobster, it's fine for what it is, but the best lobster roll in the States is at the Clam Shack in Kennebunk, Maine. The Clam Shack has been serving up tasty local seafood since 1968, when Charlton Heston realized that the Planet of the Apes was Earth all along. The Clam Shack's lobster roll is about as simple as sandwiches come. There are only 3 ingredients: a bun, lobster meat, and butter.
Nothing like really fresh caught lobster.
The lobsters are fresh fresh caught every day. They're boiled in ocean water, shucked, and then the meat is piled high on a buttered and toasted roll. Here's a tip that all the fishermen know. Regular-sized lobsters taste best. The bigger they are, the tougher the meat. Pastrami on rye, Katz's Deli.
Pastrami on rye with mustard?
Pastrami on rye with mustard.
You knew this one would be on the list. The pastrami on rye at Katz's Deli is more than just a sandwich, it's an icon. It's easily the most famous sandwich in America, and for good reason. It was featured in Harry Met Sally and has been a staple lunch for New Yorkers since 1888. Yes, this sandwich has been around for over 130 years and will probably still be on the menu at Katz's 100 years from now. Even if we're living in a dystopian Mad Max-like world, the pastrami on rye will surely still be around. Katz's pastrami on rye is simple and delicious.
Wow, well, the food here is really good.
The succulent meat is steamed, hand-sliced, and piled high between two slices of lightly seeded brown bread. The only condiment you'll find on this sandwich is a light slather of Katz's famous spicy brown mustard. Here's a tip for when you're at the deli counter. Don't ask for mayo on your sandwich. You'll be laughed at and mocked. Mayo on a pastrami sandwich is like blowing your nose in a cloth napkin. It's just not done in polite society. Hot beef sandwich, the Wheel Inn Cafe.
Another hot beef injection.
If you're a fan of gravy, then this is the sandwich for you. Seriously, the gravy on the Wheel Inn Cafe's hot beef sandwich is even better than KFC gravy. You probably didn't even think that was possible. The hot beef sandwich at the Wheel Inn Cafe is easily the best sandwich in South Dakota, and it might be even the best sandwich in the entire U.S. It's so delicious that it deserves a spot on Mount Rushmore.
Hey, you deserve it, buddy.
The Wheel Inn Cafe's hot beef sandwich is heavy on the meat and carbs. It's packed with enough roast beef to feed an army. The open-faced sandwich also contains a generous helping of mashed potatoes. What goes better with gravy than mashed potatoes? The combination of bread, potatoes, roast beef, and gravy is truly a work of art in the culinary world. There's just one problem with the hot beef sandwich. You'll need a knife and a fork to eat it. That kinda defeats the purpose of a sandwich, doesn't it? Maybe, but so worth it. The Tilikum PDX Sliders.
We should get some sliders.
Told we should do sliders, man.
Portland is a very different city, but that's a good thing. It's filled with so many cool and hip restaurants that foodies from all around America flock to the city to gorge themselves and get great photos for their Instagram posts. If you're looking for a unique and mouth-watering sandwich in Portland, then look no further than PDX Sliders. It's certainly a hip joint and a hot spot for sandwich fans. The best sandwich at the restaurant is undoubtedly the Tilikum. For starters, this is no ordinary slider. It's definitely not bite-sized like a typical slider. This slider is massive.
Wow, and those sliders look incredible.
You better start working out like Arnold because you'll need a lot of muscles just to lift this sandwich. The Tilikum is packed full of crispy fried chicken, homemade barbecue sauce, and creamy coleslaw. The fried chicken is so juicy that the grease will be dripping off your chin when you take a bite. Sure, the ciabatta bun soaks up a lot of the grease, but make sure you have a lot of napkins nearby just in case. Got a favorite sandwich we missed? Let us know. And tap or click for another great video, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell.